Hey everybody, welcome to another recap of The Bachelor. So they had to take the show on the road yet again, this time to Park City, Utah, because Ben is so freaking boring. He hardly ever talks, and when he does, he's a low talker, and the only other thing he ever does is make out. So it's like, well, he can't be making out at the house every week. They have to at least say, okay, he's making out in the water. Oh, he's making out at dinner over here. Oh, they're on this Ferris wheel. It's so beautiful in Park City, Utah. It's such a shame that they're going to have to skunk it up with this dirty, dirty show. All right, so Rachel gets the first single date this week, and the tagline was, "Let's let nature take its course." Alright, so Casey B is now the emotional crier for this season. The role of the emotional crier will now be played by Casey B. Alright, on the group, it always happens that way. The first girl who goes on the single date is like wondering the whole season, oh, he had this connection with me early on, and now he's having all these other girls for lunch. It always happens. Alright, so on the date with Rachel, they have a helicopter ride, to a canoe ride, to a private picnic. And they really don't have much to talk about. And Homer's pretty upset about the whole situation. He loves The Bachelor. He came down here to talk about it. He has more to talk about than they do, unfortunately. And it doesn't really help that she totally sucks at communication. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, another date card arrives, and it's the group date. Let's see if you're a great catch. And the girls are speculating, I wonder what he's doing. Well, if you guessed making out, you probably had a 90% chance at being right. Alright, so back on the date, Rachel admits that she's got a bad problem with communication, which was pretty smart because he was ready to cut her because he was wondering, this kind of sucks. Why isn't this going better? So he appreciated her honesty and gave her the rose. Alright, time for the group date. Well, but first, he says, it's going to take a whole lot of time for us to get to know each other. Now it's time for the group date. Don't rush. It's horseback riding. And if you noticed, when he first came out on the horse and came across the little creek, I thought he was totally going to wipe out. I think he probably crapped his pants. So they go fly fishing. They're wearing these big dumb waders. And Courtney is pretty bored. She really doesn't like fishing. She thinks that she's pretty good at catching a man, though. And I'm pretty good at catching a cat, although I can't right now because he's scratching the S out of my leg. Because he wants attention, just like Courtney. So Courtney steals Ben, hoping to make the group date into a one-on-one date. But Lindsay comes over and tries to break it up. But alas, Courtney has just caught a fish. And Ben. She's got him wrapped around her little finger or her big fat lip. Dinner at the pool time. Everyone's dressed up and he's totally rocking the Hanes. He's got on a Hanes t-shirt, Hanes sweatshirt, zip up, and it looked like sweatpants. Not cool. Alright, so on the group date, look who ruined the show. Yes, it's Homer. He has strong opinions. Okay, so on the group date, one of the girls is like, I lost my dad, he was really young, and I've always, thought that you should live each moment because it may be your last. And he says, oh yes, I know. I lost somebody just 2 days before I came here and blah, blah, blah. Isn't that horrible? Then Samantha steps up and is like, excuse me, Ben, why have I only been on 3 group dates? What does that mean? How do I get a one-on-one date? Because I want you to tell me how I can get one of those. So Ben is totally disgusted because she keeps hounding him. And he's like, excuse me, but from what I've seen, you don't deserve a one-on-one date. You are not as serious as the other girls here. And he dumps her on the spot. Wait, before you get disgusted, according to Reality Steve, she actually left because she was in love with one of the married producers. Zing. Okay. Courtney was thrilled, and all I could think of was, another one's gone. Now I can eat her eyebrows and strengthen my own. She is so... Those eyebrows, I'm telling you, they're pure evil. They are pure evil. Date card time. Back at the house, Jennifer gets the date, and it says, let's pick our love song. All right. So, back on the group date, he takes Casey B to his room. I thought that was a little strange and a little bit too much. He tells her he wanted to kiss her in the water, but he didn't want to upset the other girls because he just wants them to get along, just like their sister wives. Really weird, okay? I don't like where this is going. So Courtney, it's her turn for one-on-one with Ben, and she wants to get that rose, so she's gonna make him sweat a little bit. She's gonna be like, I don't know, this is happening between us, you know, I'm kind of losing sight of you, Ben. So he runs, not walks, to get the rose because, yeah, she's in charge. So I'm just so tired of her. If she bites her lip anymore, it's gonna fall off. My husband and I have speculated that she just goes to bed at night and just takes a baseball bat and smacks herself on the lips so that they look all puffy and marshmallowy. I don't know what she does, but it doesn't look good, and it doesn't look natural, and it's bad. Everything you're doing, Courtney, it's wrong. And the winning, she's gone, now I'm winning. If that's what you want to win, it's more like losing. All right, so Jennifer's one-on-one date, it's hiking and crater diving / dropping. They go to this hole in the ground and they get the harnesses on, but she's got to wear a bathing suit and a harness. It's kind of embarrassing. And of course the camera is up her butt the entire time. Well, they drop him down through this crater into the water, and it was pretty boring. I thought it was going to be a little bit more exciting, but in actuality, it was pretty boring. They have an outdoor dinner. It starts pouring. He says, I need someone more flexible, or someone flexible. She's like, yeah, I can be flexible. So she gets the rose. They run outside. There's a country music concert happening down at the bottom of the hill. But it's not private, which is really kind of weird because it's very awkward that they have to like stand on this pedestal and make out in front of everybody. Then they get a little closer to the stage, and there's this crazy girl there who is like all up in their business, and it's like really insane. And Homer keeps moving the camera, and he's just so upset with Courtney. He don't like her. Cocktail party time. Emily starts freaking out a little bit because she don't like Courtney almost as much as Homer. And she rats out Courtney to Ben. And Ben does not like that because he really likes Courtney and he doesn't want anybody talking smack about her. And he's like, this will never end well. All right, so Casey S. runs and tells Courtney. And I really think I'm onto something with this eyebrow thing because I almost fell off the sofa when she said, I'm so angry, I'll shave her eyebrows off in her sleep and eat them. No, I added that last part. But I think that's how she makes her eyebrows so strong. Either that or she glues them on. I don't know. So Courtney confronts Emily. It's not pretty. Courtney's pure evil. She's just mean and nasty and cave woman. She's just a mean, nasty cave woman. So it's time for the rose ceremony, and Lindsay gets the first rose, which pisses off pretty much everyone. It always does. And in the last slot, Emily, the punishment rose, because it's like, oh, I almost got kicked off. But wait, it's just a punishment. It's the 5-minute warning, Rose. So Monica is out. I don't think her heart was in it, but she was all like, I just want a family and kids and the whole thing. And I don't know if that exists anymore. Just be happy you got the hell out of there, because that guy's just trouble. He's creepy. All he wants to do is make out. Can I tell you guys a joke today that I heard on the radio? Why do guys name their boy parts? Because they don't want to be told by strangers what to do. Okay, that's Ben. So, next stop is Puerto Rico, to which Courtney pipes up, I was there 2 weeks ago. Alright, so this really pisses me off. They do skinny dipping in Puerto Rico. That would be Courtney and Ben, totally naked, and they're like on each other. I know Homer is like extremely upset about that. He just was like, no, mother, don't do it. Alright, I would be like, game over. If you're cavorting with somebody like naked and then you're going on a date with me, it's not happening. So kids, till next week, much love.